What's up, you guys? Long 24 hours, right? It's cut down day. What do you think, brother? What do you think?
It's like the opening day of season is Christmas. Is this like New Year's Eve? I know the new
I don't
start,
know.
the new
I don't know.
beginning. Uh, you know what, Kevin? Whatever I say today, whatever you say today, it's gonna meet with yays and nays, and that's fine. That's what it's all about. Um, there's a couple of cuts on here I question, and
Me
maybe it's
too.
just me because I like the player, whether he fits the system or not, or didn't show much. Some players I like, but there's a question. There's a couple of questionable cuts on here, and there are
Let's let's start with the one that most people were talking about, which is the quarterback.
okay. Strevlar, right?
Yep.
Now, I heard Salah say today in his press conference they're hoping to get him back. So that means
Right. Of
practice
course.
squad.
Yeah. Sure.
Yep, I
Sure.
heard that today.
You think he clears waivers?
It's going to be a tough 24 hours, Kevin. I see some of the names that they're hopeful to get back, like Pinnock, Tanzel Smart.
I mean, no, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, these are some of the names.
I had a thought on Strebler. So
Bradley Anai, Ivan Charles, Calvin Jackson. These are some of the names they're hoping to get back. I just
right.
don't know if these guys will clear waivers. Remember what we said yesterday? 4 of our cuts already were picked up by other teams, and now these other moves. Like, don't be surprised. Like, I know nothing came of the Chuma Adago to Dallas deal, but don't be surprised. And not that I care, I don't want him back, but don't be surprised if he gets picked up. I would love to have Jonathan Marshall back, if he could clear waivers. But
you keep Shepard and cut Marshall? I don't know.
No, and Kevin, I'm glad you brought him up because Vinny Curry, nothing against Vinny, but he ran his course. Ashton Davis and Nate Shepard were the 3 names I thought were out the door, and I'm surprised they're still here. Now, don't get me wrong. Maybe we pick somebody else up off the waiver wire, another safety. He goes. I don't know. I don't know what the Jets are thinking. They need another safety, but this roster that we have now for 53 will not be what's on our team September 11th when we march out onto that field. There are going to be other changes, other moves.
Mims was out of practice today.
Yeah, well, everyone who made the team was there. And listen, I don't want them to cut Mims. Now, not to say something else is not going to go down, but Joe Douglas must have made the stakes high for Mims. Like, they must like the kid. Well, we just don't know because Carolina traded for Shenault today, and they were in on Mims.
I saw something somewhere where the only way Mims is going anywhere is in a trade. So
yeah. And listen, maybe right now he's the 5th best receiver on the team, but that's it. Let him work his way in. He's healthy now. Show him some love. Design some packages. Get him the ball. He'll be fine, and we'll be fine. Another cut because I'm a big fan of the guy, so this one hurt me a little.
I know who you're gonna say.
Go ahead,
Kenny.
Yeah, the Yeboah one hurt me, and I'm hoping they bring him back. But I think a team is going to scoop him up. I'll be very surprised if he's back with us.
Well,
very surprised.
The one that pissed me off was Strevler. I mean, okay, I understand the guy would, but you could have kept him and used him like the Saints used what's his face there.
Yeah.
I know
who you're talking about, but that takes up a roster spot, and I don't know if the Jets want to do that just yet.
Okay.
I know a lot of Jet fans were upset with Willie Parks, and he played well for us. But again, this is a journeyman. This is his 7th team in 8 years, or 8 teams in 7 years. So
7 years.
A smidge, but I'm not. Like I said, the ones that got me were the Pinnock move hurt for me, and
instead of Davis, right?
Yeah, I would have loved Pinnock to be here over Davis. I'm very surprised that they didn't keep Jonathan Marshall. I know he's a 7th round pick, but he's young. Vinny Curry, unless they're just looking for leadership in that room, but that's what Carl Lawson should bring, leadership. That's what Franklin Myers should bring. I think having Vinny Curry here, what do you think we're going to get out of him, you know?
If he even plays,
yeah,
I mean,
you know? And even as far as, hold on, let me just get my list here. Even keeping Solomon Thomas, I don't know if that was such a good move, but whatever. You know what? We're not at the practices every day. We're not in the film study. You know, I would have kept Marshall as a young kid, even though he's a 7th rounder.
I mean, kind of strange to me. You got rid of McDermott and Ndoga.
Yeah,
but I don't know.
McDermott's is a 6-year veteran now, I believe. Now I could be wrong. Please, somebody tell us. I believe you're allowed to keep 17 players on the practice squad, and 2, I think it's 2 could be veterans. So they could bring McDermott back if no one picks him up.
Okay.
You know, he doesn't clear waivers, but I don't know. Like some of
the maybe somebody else is out there. You know, pick somebody else up better. We'll see who shakes loose.
Everyone is convinced, and they're probably right. And I didn't think about this, but I'm glad the 3 running backs that I told you yesterday should be on this team are. I don't know I don't know if Zovan survives the next 24, 40 or whatever, but I'm glad he's here. Everyone's convinced that after week 1, Ty Johnson will probably get cut and they'll bring Tevin Coleman back, because then after week 1, the salaries aren't guaranteed. So, yeah, of course. And that probably makes the most sense. Now, who's to say Tevin Coleman, is he going to be around 15 days from now?
Who knows?
Want to bring him back? Who knows? He might be, but we'll see. But that's the whispers that expect Coleman on the team after week 1, and probably Ty Johnson might bite the dust after week 1. But we'll see, Kevin. Like, we could probably come on again tomorrow after 24 hours
and have a whole different stuff to talk about. Right?
There might be 4 new guys on this team, 2 new guys on this team. Major trade. It's gonna be fun scrolling through all the stuff tonight, seeing what happens. You know, getting with our connections and seeing what they're hearing. But like, you know, you every fan is entitled to feel how they feel. You know, if you're angry that Willie Parks didn't make the team, who am I to tell you you're nuts, you know? Like I said, I'm up in arms that Yeboah didn't make it. I expected it, but I like the kid. I wanted him to make the team, just like you did with Strevlar. Like I said, there are some things that shocked me. I'm surprised they have no interest, and maybe they do, about bringing Perine back, but maybe he'll get picked up somewhere else as well. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. The only thing, you just don't want these guys to get picked up and then haunt you.
Yeah. Listen, I'm sure, and he'll never admit it, and Patriot fans probably won't admit it, but I'm sure there's a few handful of Patriot fans that wish we never picked up Braxton Berrios. Because don't forget, he was with the Patriots, and they
he was, yeah.
You know? And it's almost the opposite. Like, a lot of Jet fans, and I agreed with them, was saying they didn't want to lose a guy like Zovan Knight, and he turns out to be a Damian Whitehead. Remember Whitehead, who we cut?
Went to Woodhead,
right? Woodhead. I'm sorry, Woodhead.
Danny Woodhead.
What did I call him? Damian Whitehead? Yeah.
Whitehead.
That's right. See, that's why I'm glad you're here, because you're the yin to my yang. You correct me. You keep me focused. You reel me back in. You know, that's what it's all about. Exactly. Calm down now, Greg. Reel it in. And I agree with a lot of Gems. I would have hated to lose one of these younger running backs, and he turns out to be, you know.
Right. Sure.
It's going to be fun. I'm trying to watch some of the networks to see what other teams have.
Yeah, me too.
The Raiders cut Leatherwood.
Yes.
And I wonder what that's about. Is he injured? Was he just not playing well? Because, correct me if I'm wrong, Kevin, he was one of the guys we were highly touting for our team. Like, when we were discussing our top 5, we liked him, but he's gone today. So who knows?
Hey, you never know.
Yeah.
Joe D, you never know.
But you know what, Kevin? When we could actually, and this is props to Joe D. And yes, me and you were hard on him, But this is props to the man where we could sit here and I'm looking at 27 names and thinking, why aren't I can name about 10 who I wish was still on the team. I know you can't keep anyone, but props to Joe D that we can say stuff like this.
We're usually sitting here just wondering who do you keep.
Yeah.
But now we're sitting here wondering, wow, who do you get rid of?
Yeah.
There's a big difference.
Yes. And that's, and I don't know what this team's going to be this year, 7 wins, 8 wins, but you could see the page turning, to quote you, the page turning. You could see that dark cloud hopefully lightening up a little and the sun peeking through. Like when, you know, but it's true. Like when we're sitting here going, wow, they cut Bradley Anae. Wow, they cut Isaiah Dunn, Willie Park.
Yeah.
Like these were guys who we felt were making progress with, who were one to grow on, you know. But again, like I'm not disappointed with any of the cuts. Like I said, there are 3 that shocked me, and we already named them: Curry, Davis, and who am I missing? Nate Shepard. But whatever. Hey, they might make a move and cut Nate Shepard. We don't know what's going to go on. Like I said, the next 24 hours are going to be fun, and leading up until the Sunday in 12 days is going to be fun. This roster could get a overhaul before we even touch the field, you know?
Who else did I see? Josh Gordon, cut by the Chiefs, I think.
Cut by the Chiefs. Now, that's your second team. Money reasons or just not head on straight? What's the reason for that cut? Do you know?
I don't know. I'd like to see him come and play on the first team.
Yeah. We got to get our boy Mike back on because he's also
yes, he's both.
So he might have. Maybe I'll hit him up after this and ask him some questions. But yeah, you know, other than that, you know, we're here, we're ready, we got our team. The team looks good.
Yep.
I'm sure the team we're touting at 5:15 today is not going to be the same team we're going to see tomorrow at 5:15, and might definitely not be the same team we see 10 days from now.
On September 11th, absolutely.
Yeah. But let me tell you, Kevin, it's here. You know, just to get off the subject, you feel it now at night.
Yes.
Earlier, like, you know.
I mean,
you know,
the closer it gets,
yeah,
you know, say it all the time. It's like Christmas morning.
Yeah, and I'm a summer guy. Like I never want the summer 10, but like
same here.
It's getting darker out. Football's in the air. You smell it. It's ready. You know, the whispers are going on, and you know,
I mean, the fall's all about football. It sure as hell ain't the pumpkin spice. I'll tell you.
Yeah, no, definitely not. Definitely not. And if we can be a competitive bunch going into November and December, we're going to have a lot to talk about, and we're going to have a lot to say on, you know, how this playoff race ends up.
But, it would be nice. It would be nice to have a year like that, a fun year. Instead of coming on talking about freaking misery every Sunday.
Yeah, Kevin, you know what? And to be honest with you, as much as me and you did say 10-7, and you're probably still leaning that way, I would even be happy with 8-9 if every game is friggin' competitive and we're hitting teams in the mouth and we're not pushovers. Because then you see the growth of what we're doing and what we're building.
There's no reason for this team not to sneak in as a wild card.
Yeah, and listen, you might be right. You know? But yeah, this is the year we got to hit teams in the mouth, and it starts in 12 days with the Ravens. Hit those.
I think the only thing that stops us from doing that, from sneaking in,
is us.
Exactly. I was going to go a little more specific and say bad quarterback play.
Okay. All right. Kevin, just for the sake of today, if he's bad, right? If he's bad.
Who are we talking about?
What of Zach? If Zach's bad.
Right.
Is Joe D and Saleh out of here, or do they get another shot at picking another quarterback? Do they go the veteran route if he's bad, or do they go with whatever comes out of the draft?
I don't know. What do you do?
I don't know either, Kevin, because me and you.
You start all over. What do you do?
Well, that's my question to you. Me and you are a little older than some of our Jet brethren, you know, and there are some our age, and we've grown up and know, oh, you got to give a quarterback 3 years, you know, and they give you the names. They tell you, you know, Favre. They tell you Aaron Rodgers, you know, guys who sat for a while. Chad
Manning.
Yeah, they sat a while, but the league has changed. I don't think you could draft these quarterbacks this high anymore and give them that 3-year window when you see what a Burrow and a Herbert doing, and you know whoever else is going to come on in the next couple of years. Pickett, who seems to be lighting it up in Pittsburgh, they love him there. I don't know if you could give that 3-year window anymore. So
no, and especially with the rookie contracts that come out, if you're picked high, you know, you got that kind of money, you got to play.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah. You know, you sit on a guy for 4 or 5 years. I mean, it could set you back. It could set you back. We're experienced it. We've known about setbacks in quarterbacks over the last 10 to 11 years.
I mean, I want this guy to be the next coming, but I just don't know yet.
I find, Kevin, that there's not too many Jet fans like me, or my thinking, or maybe I just didn't met them. I either find they're all in on Zach, or they're like you, they're not sure. I fall in between. I think the kid has potential, but I'm not ready to jump into.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
No pun intended about jumping in the sack, but like I don't feel like I'm on the fence with him still. Where other Jet fans are either all, or they're not in at all. You
like
know?
I say all the time, I'm not sold on this kid yet.
No, I know you're not. And there's one of there. I know others who are like you, but I also know a ton that are like, oh, now that all these weapons are here, blah 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 blah. And build this thing. So now the only thing I'm going to say to Zach, show me.
It's all on you, man.
Sit now. Show me. Get better. Like Saleh said, when he's ready, they'll put him in, which leads me to believe he won't be ready for week 1. So Jet fans, get that out of your head.
No,
Saleh's just throwing a smoke screen out there for, you know.
I gotta say, because he wasn't even at practice today. He wasn't even out there.
He wasn't at practice, but he was there. No crutches, no wheel, nothing. He was walking without the boot, I thought I heard. And you know, but practice.
I gotta say Flacco in week 1.
Yeah, I would say Flacco week 1, especially against that Raven team. I wouldn't even be
who seems to be a mess, right?
Well, I mean, there's still correct me if I'm wrong, but there's still a strong defensive presence that could probably drive Zach crazy, especially if they know he's got a bad, limb.
No, I mean, yeah, I saw like Jackson fighting with the fans. And I didn't say that. Or they never offered me that. Fans saying they offered 250 million. Yeah. And he's no, they didn't.
I'm a little out of touch with that because the last 72 hours I've been just with this team, and
well, I'm just trying to keep an eye on what's going on over there. So
yeah, and I think like you, once Friday comes around and we
scouting,
I'll start looking into the Ravens. I'll start watching more of the football programs and making my notes and connecting with some Ravens fans and hearing what they have to say. But it should be fun, Kevin. It should be fun, you know.
We need some Ravens news so Sauce can talk trash out.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, pretty soon we'll start doing our regular Friday shows for a couple of times. We'll go over the schedule. We'll do Jets wins and losses again because we both had them at 10-7 in early April, I believe, or May. And now we'll do it again. We'll have some guests on during the season, and it should be fun. It should be fun.
Hey.
Fun.
It's all just win, baby.
Yeah. Give us
to quote too, Al Davis, just win, baby, and Parcells. There's winning and there's misery. There ain't nothing else.
Yeah. And we have 10 years of misery, at least for the playoff perspective. You realize since the second AFC championship, which was 2010, one winning season, but we didn't make the playoffs. We hold
Yeah,
we hold
incredible. Yes, the record. Yes,
That's got to end, and it's got to end this year.
especially with 7 spots.
Yeah, yeah. Two
Come
things have
on.
to end this year, Kevin. We have to get a divisional win, whether it's New England, Buffalo, Miami. Let's
Be
get
nice,
a
right?
divisional win. And then the other thing that's got to end, hopefully, is we make the playoffs this year. We sneak in as one of those teams nobody wants to face because we have nothing to lose if we get in the 6th or the 7th spot.
Let's crawl before we walk and just be relevant.
Yeah.
At Thanksgiving.
That's perfectly said. That's perfectly said.
Let's be relevant.
We're not going to sit here and nitpick everything. We said who we thought. We were surprised who made the team. We named some that we were surprised that got cut. There's going to be a lot of changes, like we said, in the next 24 to 48 hours, but it's here. I mean, these 12 days, that's all we have left. It's not long.
It's going to be the longest 12 days ever. I swear. I swear, man.
It's gonna be fun. I'm ready, and we'll still do our post games on Sunday after the game. Let the fans.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
We're not going anywhere. We're looking forward to season.
No, we're gonna be here so much you're gonna get sick of us.
Yeah, really.
Especially if we're winning. Look out!
Hey, Kevin. If things are as exciting as we hope, we might have to pop in on midweek, and
Absolutely.
We'll have fun. We'll have a lot to discuss, and we'll let everyone know out there. And remember, please continue to like and subscribe. Thank you.
Absolutely. You want to be a guest? Hit us up. Want to talk about your team? Hit us up.
Yeah. Well, all right, Kev. That's it for me on this, and we're not going to beat a dead horse. Everyone else out there will beat that horse for us. I'm not. We said what we had to say, short and sweet. Let us know what you think of the roster. Let us know what you think of some of the cuts, and that's about it.
Let's cross our fingers these 24 hours that I want the Strevinator back, man.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna know in 24 hours who made this practice squad, other cuts, other trades, other pickups through the waiver wire. It's gonna be fun. Hey, Kevin, if something goes down really huge, hit me up and maybe we'll get back on and talk about it real quick, even if it's for 5 or 10 minutes.
And I mean, the thing is, not to harp on this kid, but the thing with this kid is he brought electricity to the team.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it was like he came in and they turned the switch on.
Yeah. I just think that the coaches liked Mike White. They knew what he was about a little more. And they went with the devil they knew. And
hell yeah! I understand. I understand, but
I heard somebody.
I don't like it.
No, I know. Somebody made a suggestion. I don't know if they were just kidding around, but it made me go, how about if Seattle picked up Strevler and started him? Because can't be any worse than what Geno Smith. Seattle. But props to Geno Smith. He's been in the league now. Yeah, what is this?
Yeah.
Journeyman. Yeah. Now he's finally getting a second crack at it starting. And
Got to start and gig.
Yeah. Were you surprised? I don't know if you knew that Denver cut Josh Johnson, the quarterback.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. I guess when you got Russell Wilson, but I don't know what their backup state is. So
yeah, where did Teddy Bridgewater go? He's not there anymore, right?
Go down to New Orleans.
Oh yeah, maybe you're right.
I don't know. I don't
remember. Not Miami, right? Definitely not Miami. No, right?
I don't think so. No.
Backup, right? Okay.
I could be wrong.
Yeah, I could be wrong.
Miami don't need him. They got the mighty Tua.
Yeah. Some people call him Noodle Arm.
Well, not according to Tyreek. He says he's better than Mahomes.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
All right, Kev.
All right.
We'll talk, and next week when we come on, we'll be talking predictions. Week 1, ready to rock.
Can you imagine? It's here, man.
Yeah.
It's here.
It is here.
Hell yeah. I'm ready.
Let's
go.
Yeah.
All right. We'll talk to you guys later. I'll talk to you later, brother. And till we see you guys again. Remember, like, share, and subscribe. And jet up. We'll talk to you later.